Midnight coffee turning colder. Rain is resting on the glass. Someone's text the empty chairs now. Another evening quietly passed. I've been sitting by this window, watching strangers come and go, always saying I'll start living when the right tomorrow shows. But tomorrow never knocks, it doesn't wait outside the door. Maybe all the days I've waited for were mine all along. If tomorrow finds me here, let it find me wide awake. Let it find me doing something I was always scared to change. If tomorrow finds me here, let these same four walls still see that the place may look exactly the same, but something changed in me. There's a notebook in my handbag full of things I meant to try, places written in the margins, dreams with dates that passed me by. Learn to dance, call my sister, take the train down to the sea. Funny how the smallest promises can become the hardest things. I don't need another lifetime, I don't need another name. Maybe I just need one morning when I finally choose to change. If tomorrow finds me here, let it find the curtains drawn apart. Let it find an open doorway and a little braver heart. If tomorrow finds me here, I won't say I missed my chance. There are still 1,000 mornings for a woman who begins. And smiles, you staying long. I'll look outside, the rain has stopped, the eastern sky is coming on. I'll leave some money on the table, put my old notebook in my coat, then underneath the final empty page I write, today. Bad, haven't touched in years, full of envelopes and folded pages, written through 1,000 tears. Some begin with I still love you, some begin with I was wrong. Some are only half a sentence from a night that felt too long. Everyone has your old address written carefully in blue, but none of them were ever sent, and none of them reached you. These are letters the rain never sent, words that never crossed your door. Every sentence I was brave enough to write, but not brave enough to mail. These are letters the rain never sent, still sleeping where I left them then. Maybe some words aren't meant to find somebody, maybe they're meant to find ourselves instead. One was written in November. After seeing you downtown, I wrote 3 pages saying I was fine, then crossed every sentence out. One said I'd finally forgiven you, though I hadn't, not back then. Another simply asked if maybe we could start from somewhere again. I kept waiting for the perfect words that wouldn't hurt or blame, but every time I sealed an envelope, tomorrow changed what I would say. These are letters the rain never sent, written underneath this roof, while the water ran like silver down the windows of this room. These are letters the rain never sent, and tonight I understand I wasn't writing to bring you back, I was learning how to let you go. Tonight the rain came back again, so I opened up the box. The paper smelled of years gone by, the ink had faded into gray. At the bottom was the final letter, still unfinished from that spring. I read the first line: Dear you, there's one last thing. Then nothing. For years I wondered what I meant to say. Tonight I think I know. These are letters the rain never sent, and they don't need sending now. You have your life somewhere beyond me, and I've learned to live without. These are letters the rain never sent, but they carried me somehow through every night I couldn't speak to the person I am now. So I'll leave them in the wooden box, not as sorrow, not regret, just proof that there were words I needed, even if you never read them. No stamp, no door, no answer anymore. Some letters reach their destination without ever being sent. coastline in an old and crowded car. Windows open, radio playing, though the beach was still so far. Dad kept missing every turning. Mom was laughing at the map. I was sleeping by my sister with a towel across my lap. Nothing happened worth remembering, at least that's what we thought. But sometimes ordinary moments become everything we've got. The day the ocean turned to gold, we were running through the water, sunlight dancing on our shoulders. Summer never felt much older. The day the ocean turned to gold, no one knew enough to say, hold this moment just a little longer before it quietly slipped away. Mom was cutting up the peaches on a blanket near the sand. Dad was fixing that old radio with the screwdriver in his hand. Someone's kite fell in the water. My brother lost one shoe, and every little thing that happened was too ordinary to know we'd miss it too. We were waiting for the sunset, thinking there'd be thousands more. We didn't know how quickly years could carry us from that shore. The day the ocean turned to gold, every wave became a mirror. Every face I loved was shining, like the years could never find us. The day the ocean turned to gold, I can still remember when the whole horizon caught on fire and the sea became the sun again. Years later I returned alone to that same stretch of sand. The snack bar had become a hotel. There were buildings on the land. I waited there until the evening for the light I used to know. Then suddenly across the water, the whole horizon started glowing, and for one breath I was there again. The day the ocean turned to gold wasn't waiting in the past. It was living in the way I learned that nothing beautiful can last. The day the ocean turned to gold still returns when evening falls, not because the years narrower than I recalled. Wildflowers growing through the fences, vines climbing up the wall. The blue paint faded from the doorway, the old brass bell was turning gray. But when I pushed that wooden door, I heard another summer play. Bare feet running down the hallway, someone laughing from outside. For a moment all those years simply stepped aside. The house where summer stayed, where the windows held the sun, where every morning smelled like ocean and every afternoon would run. The house where summer stayed still remembers who we were. Maybe time moved on without us, but summer never left from here. There was Grandma in the kitchen, peaches cooling by the stove. Dad was fixing that old bicycle, Mom was folding summer clothes. My brother shouting from the garden, hurry up, the tide is high. And somewhere on the little radio, an old song filled the July sky. I know those voices aren't here now, I know those days can't come again. But somehow standing in this doorway, I can almost hear them then. The house where summer stayed, where the screen door never closed, where sandy shoes were by the staircase and towels hung in endless rows. The house where summer stayed, every room still holds a light, not because the years stopped moving, but because I remember them tonight. 만돌린이 약가에 조동한 어린 시절의 밝은 기억을 표현합니다. 이후 첼로가 약 22, 이 집 앞쪽 후렴 멜로디를 더 깊고 성숙하게 변주합니다. 마지막에는 플루트가 등장해 바닷바람처럼 가볍게 상승하고 어쿠스틱 기타가 브리지로 연결합니다. I walked upstairs into my bedroom, found the marks beside the frame. Every summer Dad had measured and written underneath my name. 8 years old, then 9, then 10, until the final line. I touched the wall and suddenly I understood what I'd come to find. I wasn't looking for the house, I was looking for that child. The house where summer stayed, now the evening fills the rooms. Golden sunlight through the curtains and the scent of salt in bloom. The house where summer stayed, I don't need to live here now, I can close this door behind me without losing what I found. eyes glow. Old screen door, ocean breeze, barefoot summer's memory. Somewhere inside me, summer stays.
We left the little restaurant 10:15. You asked me where I wanted to go. I said anywhere we haven't been.
So we walked beside the river while the city settled down. Neither one of us mentioned the morning leaving town.
We bought coffee from a window, found a bench beneath the trees. You put your head against my shoulder like there was nowhere else to be. My train was leaving after sunrise, your plane at 9:30. So we made an understanding not to look at any time.
Don't tell me how many hours.
Don't tell me when we have to go.
Tonight belongs to neither future
nor the life we used to know.
for a little while.
Let the whole world disappear.
This is the night we borrow forever.
One little lifetime before the dawn.
Hold me like morning will never find us.
Love me like time has forgotten to move on.
This is the night we borrowed forever.
No promises waiting beyond the blue.
If I only get one endless moment,
Let that moment
be here with you.
at 2 a.m. the streets were empty.
At 3 the bakery lights came on.
At 4 we heard the first bird singing.
But still we kept walking on.
You laughed about the day we met.
You remembered what I wore.
And every ordinary memory made me
Love you even more. This is the night we borrowed forever.
Every street light turns to gold.
Every second becomes a lifetime
wherever all our roads may take us.
There's one night they can't undo. One night, one light, one dawn,
One goodbye.
we borrowed forever and gave it back at sunrise.
There's an album in the bookcase from a journey years ago. Little cafes, railway stations, mountain roads beneath the snow. There's a picture by the fountain, there's another by the sea. But the moment I remember most is nowhere I can see. We had a camera in the backpack, we could have captured everything. But when the evening reached that hillside, neither one of us moved. The photograph we never took is the one I see the clearest. You were sitting in the autumn grass and somehow felt the nearest. The photograph we never took, never faded, never tore. Maybe some things stay much longer when they're only ours. The valley turned from green to amber, clouds were burning into red. You leaned your head against my shoulder, didn't need a word to be said. I remember cold against my fingers, I remember your old coat. I remember one bird crossing through the final line of gold. There were photographs before it, there were photographs that night, but none of them could ever hold the way you looked inside that light. A photograph we never took has no corners growing yellow, no date written on the back, no little album where it goes. The photograph we never took still develops in my mind every time an autumn evening turns the clouds that shade of fire. Years later when we separated, we divided what was ours. Books and records, cups and furniture, photographs inside a box. You asked me which ones I wanted, I chose a few and let you go. But the only picture I truly of us owned. The photograph we never took couldn't be lost when love was over. Couldn't disappear inside a drawer or fade as we grew older. The photograph we never took still belongs to you and me. Not because we stayed together, but because that moment really happened. And sometimes what the camera misses is what the heart remembers best. No picture, no frame, no date, no name. Just one autumn evening that never learned to fade. Midnight driving through the city, traffic lights were turning slow. I was searching through the stations for somewhere my mind could go. Then between a weather warning and a voice I didn't know, came 4 notes from an old record I hadn't heard in years or more. My hand reached toward the radio to make the memory disappear, but something made me leave it there. And suddenly you were here. When the radio played our song, I was 22 again. You were laughing in the passenger seat, singing every word back then. When the radio played our song, every mile became our street. For 3 minutes and 40 seconds, the past was riding next to me. I remembered that old blue jacket, your coffee balanced on your knee, how you'd always sing the wrong words, then insist they sounded better to me. I remember driving through the rainfall, windows fogging from inside, and the night we stopped beside the station when you told me goodbye. For years that song could break me from the opening guitar. Funny how the same old melody doesn't hurt the way things are. When the radio played our song, I didn't turn the station down. I let every note keep playing while I drove across the town. When the radio played our song, I didn't wish you back again. I just smiled at who we used to be and who I've become since Then the final chorus faded and the DJ said the time On 17 on Tuesday morning, another song came down the line. No lightning, no revelation, just headlights on the road. But I noticed when your song was over, I didn't feel alone. When the radio played our song, it gave the memory back to me. Not as something I was losing, but a place I used to be. When the radio played our song, I finally let it play right through. Some songs don't belong to heartbreak just because they once belonged to you. Now whenever that old melody finds me, I can sing along again. Turn it up, let it play. Some memories sound different when the pain has gone away. There used to be a little station at the bottom of the hill. 2 wooden benches by the window, I can almost see them still. Every summer when school ended, I'd arrive at 3:30, and before the train had stopped completely, you were already waving back at me. One small suitcase, one straw hat, your old umbrella in your hand. I never thought those little things would mean more than I could understand. Where the old train used to stop, you were always waiting there, standing underneath the station clock with sunlight in your silver hair. Where the old train used to stop, every journey ended warm. I thought that I was coming to a station, I was really coming home. We would walk the road together, past the fields and little stream. You would ask if I was hungry before you'd ask me anything. There were peaches in the kitchen, rice was steaming by the wall, and your slippers by the doorway were the safest place of all. Back then I thought that summer was a season without end. I never knew that every journey would one day become a memory instead. Where the old train used to stop, there are no rails there anymore. Wild grass grows beside the pathway where you waited years before. Where the old train used to stop, there's no whistle through the rain, but
station had become a pathway and the tracks had disappeared. A little sign beside the roadside showed a photograph in black and white. I found the place where you once waited and stood there until evening light. Then somewhere in the distance a train crossed another line, and for one impossible second I almost turned, expecting you behind me. Where the old train used to stop, no one's waiting there today. Still I feel your hand inside my memory as I slowly walk away. Where the old train used to stop, I finally understand. Home was never bricks or railway tracks, it was seeing you there when I arrived. And every time somebody waits for me with love inside their eyes, a little part of that old station comes alive. Old station, summer rain, one small suitcase, one little train. Home was knowing someone waited for my name.
Snow was falling past the window, soft enough to hide the street. Every rooftop turned to silence, winter sleeping at my feet. I've been counting all the mornings by the frost upon the glass, thinking maybe if I waited I could somehow change the past. But the seasons never ask us if we're ready to move on. They simply turn beneath our feet, and one morning winter's gone. After the last snow falls, what will I do with spring? When the rivers start remembering and the sleeping birds begin. After the somewhere underneath me. Your old scarf is in the closet, I forgot that it was there. For months I couldn't touch it, now it's simply something we share. I opened up the bedroom window for the first time since December, and the air that filled the room didn't hurt the way I remember. Maybe healing doesn't happen with a moment or a sign. Maybe winter leaves us slowly, one small drop of melting ice at a time. After the last snow falls, there'll be footprints in the rain. There'll be bicycles and open windows. There'll be flowers here again. After the last snow falls, I won't ask the cold to stay. Some things end because they're broken. where nothing yesterday would grow. No thunder, no revelation, no voice calling out my name. Just a little piece of springtime, and somehow that was enough to change the day. After the last snow falls, let the sunlight reach the floor. Let me open every curtain I kept closed the winter before. The last snow falls, I don't have to understand how a heart that thought it couldn't move begins to open up again. Winter doesn't disappear, it becomes the water springtime needs. And maybe everything I've lived through can become something in me. Snow becomes water, winter becomes spring. What looked like an ending was feeding everything. I saw you standing by the doorway, talking with an old friend there. For a second I was 27, then I noticed silver in your hair. You turned and looked across the room, that same half smile appeared. Funny how a face can feel familiar after more than 20 years.
You walked toward me, holding two glasses, said it's been a little while.
I laughed and said a little,
and you gave that crooked smile.
We talked about our children, about the towns where we had been. Careful not to touch the places where our story used to live. Then the band began that old song,
the one we used to know.
I almost let the moment pass,
But then you asked me alone.
one dance,
I said, one song.
we're
Dancing with the years between us,
every step across the floor. All the roads we took without each other, all the lives we lived before.
we're dancing with the years between us, not pretending time stood still.
Just remembering for one small song
How it felt when we were young.
your hand still rested near my shoulder.
You still counted every beat.
You whispered, I was never good at this.
You said, you still step on my feet.
And suddenly we both were laughing.
Not at sorrow, not at pain.
Just two people meeting somewhere between who we are and who we were then. We're
Dancing with the years between us,
every wrinkle, every road, every goodbye that made us different,
every life.
that made us whole.
We're dancing with the years between us.
There's no promise after this.
Sometimes memory needs no future.
Sometimes
one dance is enough.
have told you.
There were things I never knew,
But tonight I don't need answers.
neither do I anymore.
We already live the
Questions that once followed us out the door.
We're dancing with the years between us, and the song is nearly through. I don't need to turn the clock back
To be grateful I knew you.
We're dancing with the years between us. Then the final chord arrives.
You return to your tomorrow, and I return to mine.
But for 3 minutes in this crowded room,
The years were kind to us.
one dance, one song,
20 years,
then gone.
not every love needs another chance to have mattered all along. Same alarm at 7:30, same cafe across the street, same old train beneath the city, same familiar moving feet. Then this morning at the crossing, I looked up instead of down. There was nothing but a blue sky stretching far beyond the town. And I wondered when I stopped asking where a road might go. When did knowing every answer become the only life I know? Somewhere beyond the blue, there's a road I've never taken. There's a morning I've not woken. There's a version of me waiting somewhere beyond the blue. I don't need to know how far. Maybe life begins the moment we stop asking where we are. I went home and found a suitcase covered underneath the bed. Found the travel book I'd purchased but had somehow never read. I didn't quit my job that evening, didn't throw my life away. I just circled one small weekend and wrote go across the day. Freedom doesn't need a grand goodbye or everything beside my shoulder. No great reason, no escape. Then the board above me changed, and my train appeared in white. I laughed because for once I didn't know where I'd eat that night. No map could tell me who I'd be when I came home. And for the first time I liked not knowing. Somewhere beyond the blue, every road becomes a question. Every mile becomes an answer. I don't have to understand. Yeah, somewhere beyond the blue, there's no person I must be. There's only sky in front of me, and enough road underneath. I don't have to leave forever. I just have to finally go. Sometime, somewhere far away is where we find what we already know. One bag, one ticket, one wide open view. I don't know what's waiting somewhere beyond the blue. For years the morning started early, before the sunlight touched the floor. Lunch is packed and coffee waiting, shoes and backpacks by the door. Someone always needed something, someone always called my name. And somehow in those busy mornings, every year became the same. Then the bedroom slowly emptied, one by one they found their way, until I woke without an alarm on an ordinary Tuesday. It's the morning after all these years, and nobody needs me at 7. No footsteps running down the hallway, no voice asking where I've been. It's the morning after all these years, and the silence doesn't feel the same. Maybe empty isn't lonely, maybe empty means there's room again. I made coffee just for one cup, didn't hurry while it brewed. Opened every kitchen window, let the sunlight fill the room. There were dishes I could finish, there were clothes I could arrange. Instead I sat beside the window and asked myself, what would you like today? Funny how a simple question can feel difficult to say when you spend so many years making sure everybody else was okay. It's the morning after all these years, I could take the train downtown, I could buy that book I completely mine. Drawer beside my bed. On the first page was a list I'd made at 27. Learn Italian, see Vienna, paint the ocean, ride a train. Half the page was still unfinished, so I picked up a pen and underneath I wrote, begin again. It's the morning after all these years and the whole day waits outside. Not because my old life ended, but because there's more of mine. It's the morning after all these years. I don't need to run away. I can love the life I've given and still choose myself today. I have never lived. There are roads I haven't seen, and maybe growing older isn't closing doors, it's finally choosing which one to open. Coffee warm, window open, no alarm, no hurry. After all these years, good morning to me. We chose the little corner apartment on a rainy afternoon. You said the kitchen needed sunlight, I said the bedroom needed room. We measured walls for bookshelves, picked a table made of pine, and stood beside the empty window, planning out another life. We didn't know while making plans that plans can change somehow, but for a while that empty place was everything we dreamed about. The place we almost called home, where our future filled the rooms, where we pictured Sunday mornings and the flowers we would choose. The place we almost called home, though we never turned the key. For a little while, those empty walls held a whole life for you and me. We argued over curtain colors. You wanted blue, I wanted white. You said we'd buy the couch much later when our money turned out right. The smaller room beside the hallway, we never knew what it would be. You smiled and said, we'll leave it empty. Someday life will tell us what we need. Funny how an empty room can hold a future never born, and how two people still can love but know they shouldn't carry on. The place we almost called home, where our names were never placed, and photographs drove down that street without intending to. And there it was above the corner, the apartment meant for two. A yellow lamp behind the curtain, someone's flowers by the door. Then a little child ran past the window, laughing across the floor. And strangely, I didn't wish that life was ours. I only smiled because the house was finally someone's home. The place we almost called home has another family now. Someone else wakes in that sunlight, someone else's pictures fill the walls. The place we almost called home doesn't hurt the way it did, because the future we imagined there was beautiful while it existed. We didn't fail because we left it, we just learned which way to go. And I'll always have a little love for the place we almost called home. Almost ours, almost forever, almost isn't nothing when the dream was real together. June began beside the ocean, with your jacket on my knees. We were 21 and certain life would always wait for me.
You drew circles on the road map, marked the towns we drive between. Said when August ends we'll leave here. I believed in everything. July tasted like cheap coffee, gasoline and summer rain.
Every night we drove the coastline just to drive it back again.
We had tickets for September, 2 small backpacks by the door. Then your letter came on Tuesday, and September changed forevermore.
You said tell me not to take it,
You said ask me not to go,
but I couldn't steal your future.
and I think you always knew.
Sometimes love says stay beside me, sometimes love says
That was the summer
we never finished.
August ended before we knew.
Half of the road still circled in red,
Half of the dreams we never drove through.
that was the summer we never finished. One last
still had the roadmap.
I laughed and said, I think I do.
All those circles drawn in red ink,
All those roads we never knew.
do you ever wish we'd taken them?
Sometimes, don't you?
Then we smile because we understood.
We took other roads.
That was the summer
We never finished. And maybe that's alright.
we don't have to chase the sunset.
To prove it once was bright. That was the summer we never finished.
No regrets and no
rewind. You can leave a story unfinished
and still carry every line. Somewhere there's a road still waiting,
on that map we left behind.
but we found our own directions.
And I think we turned out fine.
June,
July, half of August,
two hearts,
both map different roads,
some summers end.
or simply became a memory. I found a box behind the wardrobe, full of things we'd packed away. Birthday cards and broken watches, photographs beginning to fade. Then underneath an old blue sweater was a cassette marked 89. I found a player in the basement, pressed the button one more time. Static filled the little speaker, then a voice came shining through, and suddenly the room around me was somewhere that I knew. A little light from long ago, coming through an old machine. Voices from another summer calling softly back to me. A little light from long ago, still warm after all these years. Funny how a voice can cross a lifetime and bring somebody near. Dad was laughing in the front seat. Mom was singing out of tune. Someone asked, are we there yet? Underneath an August moon. Then I heard my younger voice say, turn it louder, that's my song. And everybody started singing, getting half the lyrics wrong. For a moment no one had grown older, no goodbye had yet been said. We were somewhere on that highway, with the whole world still ahead. A little light from long ago, flickering beneath the sound. Every laugh and every whisper brings that old car back around. A little light from long ago, I don't need the years returned. Some memories don't ask us to go backward, they remind us what we day again. I held my breath beside the speaker, afraid the voices there would end. But before the sound went silent, I heard my mother laugh and say, "Look at that sunset." And my younger voice replied, "I wish today could stay." A little light from long ago doesn't ask the day to stay. It just shines across the distance from a world that moved away. A little light from long ago still can find me where I am. Not to make me live in yesterday, but help me understand every love we once were given leaves a little light behind. Old voices, old songs, one summer still glowing. Somewhere inside the static, love survives the time. Steaming in our hands. Every shop had pulled its shutters, like the city understood our plans. You said, "Let's not talk about tomorrow." I said, "That's alright with me." So we walked beneath the neon like we had somewhere to be. No changing minds, no asking love to turn back time. Just one more hour before the morning finds us. Before the street lights fade, walk a little slower next to me. Before the night gives back the city, let us be who we used to be. Before the street lights fade, don't say goodbye before we need. We've still got darkness left above us. We've still got one more street. We bought ice cream at a corner store at 20 after 4. You laughed because I chose the flavor you always hated years before. We crossed the empty intersection, though the light was turning red. You grabbed my hand and pulled me, laughing like the first night that we met. Maybe endings don't need crying, maybe some can leave this way. We're two people walking side by side until the night becomes the day. Before the street lights fade, turn the radio a little high. Let that old song fill the avenue before the birds begin to fly. Before the street lights fade, let me memorize this view. The empty road, the silver buildings, and the last night beside you. me the one pretended. Then you whispered, there goes another. I said, we still have 7 left. Before the street lights fade,
Stay until the final one goes dark.
not because we're changing our tomorrow,
Just because I love where we are.
before the street lights fade.
Let the morning have its turn.
Some goodbyes don't need a broken heart to prove how deeply something burned.
And when the final light goes out,
we'll walk our separate ways,
but somewhere in this sleeping city,
we'll always have these hours before the day. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, goodbye.
I used to walk before the sunrise, when the streets belonged to rain. Every window dark and silent, every step repeating pain. I wasn't looking for an answer, I had nowhere else to go. So I followed empty sidewalks, through the hours moving slow. I kept waiting for the moment everything would suddenly change. But morning never came like thunder, it arrived a little every day. 1,000 miles of morning, one small step into the light. Every day I kept on walking, took me farther from the night. 1,000 miles of morning, I never knew how far I'd come, until I turned around and saw the darkness disappearing with the sun. There were mornings I went backward, there were nights I lost my way. There were days when simply standing was the bravest thing I made. Still the seasons kept on moving, winter loosened from the trees. And somewhere in those ordinary days I started learning how to breathe. Maybe healing has no trumpet, maybe hope arrives unseen, until one day you realize you're somewhere you have never been. 1,000 miles of morning, every sunrise left a trace. Every little choice to carry on brought me slowly to this place. 첼로가 약 28-30 어두운 선율을 사용하다가 중간부터 창조 계열의 새로운 멜로디로 변화합니다. 이후 프렌치 호른이 그 선율을 받아 넓게 열고 따뜻한 일렉트릭 기타가 Then one morning by the river I saw sunlight through the trees And for once I wasn't thinking of the person I had been No voice from heaven called me No great answer filled the sky I simply watched the water shining And thought I think I'm going to be alright
Summer sky turned gray Taxi headlights fill the pavement People hurried on their way
Then you looked at me and laughed Like the storm was something planned Dropped your umbrella on the sidewalk And reached out for my hand I said we're already soaking What is there left to save? You rolled your eyes and called me crazy Then you stepped into the rain
Somebody shouted from a doorway We just laughed and let them stare For a moment all the city disappeared around us there 1, 2, 3, come closer to me Let the thunder keep the beat Let the water flood the street Tonight we don't need anywhere to be We're dancing where the rain begins Spinning underneath the lights Every drop becomes a rhythm Every street becomes alive We're dancing where the rain begins Like tomorrow doesn't know If the whole world runs for shelter Let them run, we won't go
Yeah, your shirt was sticking to your shoulder
Your hair was falling in your eyes
You tried to move that nearly dropped me
You laughed so hard you almost cried
The traffic lights kept changing
Red to green and back again
But nothing in the world was moving
Except two fools inside the rain
We're dancing where the rain begins
No music but the city sound
Yeah,
Hey, your heartbeat underneath my fingers
oh.
My shoes sliding on the ground
didn't raise your voice that evening. You didn't even say goodbye. You folded up your coat so slowly while I watched from the other side. Then you placed your keys beside me, one small sound against the wood. Funny how a thing so quiet could say more than words ever could. I don't remember every sentence, I don't remember what I said, but every little sound you made still plays inside my head. I remember the sound of your leaving, your footsteps crossing the floor, the click of your hand on the hallway light, the turn of the old front door. I remember the sound of your leaving, the elevator falling away, and then the silence that filled up the room when there was nothing left to say. Tapping on the window, a taxi waited down below. I heard your suitcase down the hallway, then the wheels began to roll. The elevator bell rang softly, 7 floors beneath my feet, and somewhere between that little sound and silence, we were history. Pictures fade around the edges, words disappear with time, but some memories don't live in pictures, they live somewhere in sound. I remember the sound of your leaving, the rain against the window pane, the distant engine starting below, then disappearing in the rain. I remember the sound of your leaving, though years have carried you far. Sometimes one door closing quietly can echo louder than a breaking the doorway, changed the floor and painted the walls. The elevator's been replaced now, it doesn't make that sound at all. But sometimes late in the evening, when rain begins outside, I hear those footsteps in my memory, getting softer, softer, until I realize I can't hear them anymore. I used to know the sound of you leaving, every footstep, every door, but tonight I tried to hear it and it wasn't there anymore. I used to know the sound of you leaving, like a song I couldn't end. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe memories simply quiet down. And somewhere in the silence, I finally heard myself again. No footsteps, no closing door, no echo across the floor, only silence, and I'm not afraid anymore.
meets the hill. The road looked smaller than I knew it, but somehow knew me still. I left the car beside the meadow, started walking on my own, and there along the broken fences little wildflowers had grown. I hadn't walked this road in years, but my feet remembered how every turn was telling stories. I could almost hear them now. On the road where wildflowers grow, I can hear the years behind me. Every step brings back a summer, every breeze knows where to find me. On the road where wildflowers grow, nothing waits the way it was. Still the earth beneath my footsteps feels like somewhere I once loved. There used to be a little market where my mother knew the name of everyone who walked inside it. Now a new house stands that way. The schoolyard fence is painted yellow. The old bus stop is gone, but I could see my younger shadow running barefoot toward the sun. Time had changed the town completely, just as time had changed my face. Still some part of who I used to be was walking through this place. On the road where wildflowers grow, I remembered father's laughter, mother calling from the doorway, don't come home too long after. On the road where wildflowers grow, all those voices filled the air, not like ghosts that asked me backward, just like love that still was there. Beside the hillside, I found one familiar tree. Someone carved a wooden bench there, where the field runs toward the sea. I sat beneath the afternoon and watched the flowers move. Then for just a little moment, I could see the girl I knew. She wasn't asking me to stay, she wasn't asking me to turn back. She only smiled as if to say, you remembered the way. On the road where wildflowers grow, I don't need the past return. Every mile that came between us only changed the things I've learned. On the road where wildflowers grow, I can finally understand. Home is not a place that waits unchanged.